All right, welcome. All right, let's go ahead and relax. Let's relax after a long day. Get your blocks and place it along the sides of your knees. You can also lay on a bolster. So coming back onto your back, feet together, or you cross your ankles. And exhale all the way down onto your spine. Palms facing up, close those eyes. That nice long deep breath in, all the way down to your belly, all the way down to your belly button. Now focusing on your tip of the nose, observing the quality of the air that goes through. Is it warm? Is it dry? Is it crisp? Is it oily? Is it unctuous? Is it cool? Is it moist? I don't know. All these different qualities called tattvas. About 19 to 26 different tattvas that are in every element. From here, inhaling all the way to the top of the lungs. Hold it at the very top. Keep holding. Sip a little bit more air in. Seal the mouth, keep holding. Exhale out, one big puff. Just relax. Close those eyes, keeping them closed. Focusing onto your third eye, the point between your brow. So gazing up internally, just relax. And any light shine or flash up there to come to some kind of intention for your practice. Setting the intention for the day, for the evenings. Just kind of review everything and just set that intention for your practice. So whether it be self-care, a little relaxation, a little stretching for your bones and joints. All ready for like an evening routine. Which would be very helpful for sleep. Most important part, you get those 8 hours, 1/3 of your day put in to your sleep. So this is very good for that. From here, inhaling all the way to the top of the lungs, holding at the very, very top. Sip a little bit more air in. Sealing the mouth, keep holding. And then 2 big puffs out. Every time you're expanding every part of you, I'll be like getting a little bit more elasticity from practicing. From here, blink your eyes open. Pulling your knees in together, rolling off, removing the blocks, rolling off your bolsters or blankets, and toss it aside. And inhaling back onto your back, pulling the knees in, rocking left and right, massage that lower back. Always good to feel gentle and get to yourself here, drawing big circles. Inhaling one direction. Again, massaging it lower and lumbar. Exhale, circling around. And here, pulling the knees apart. And open up the knees, open up the hips. You can pull the knees in toward your armpits. And grab your ankles or grab the soles of your feet. Now pull it in and start kicking out one leg or the opposite leg. Or both the legs out. Just keep rocking and kicking. Open up those hips. And hold the feet out like this. A big V if you can. Just try to straighten out those knees. And then sealing the feet back together. Interlace those fingers and try to sit as if you were sitting in Baddha Konasana. And here you can wiggle those knees. Kind of warm up those hips. Activating those hips. And here, releasing the heels, dropping the feet back down into Supta Baddha Konasana. So supine bound angle pose where the heels are Your soles of your feet are together. Right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. Close those eyes. You're focusing on your breath. The point between those two hands is that long inhalation in. And then exhale completely out till you feel that breath go out. Releasing your diaphragm. Not thinking positive thoughts. So whatever feeds your belly, nice happy meal, healthy meal tonight, and feed your heart. So thinking positive thoughts. So whatever feeds, and that connects all the way to your throat. So taking your right hand to your throat, left hand on the heart. Again, breathing between the two palms, thinking positive thoughts. So these are your organs, systems, your thyroid, as well as your heart and your intestinal. And in Ayurveda, they call it chakras. So breathing slow, thinking positive thoughts. So whatever feeds your heart can feed your throat. You can say things clearly. And then from here, taking the hand from the heart, placing it on your third eye, your brain, your nervous system, as well as your insight. So looking up toward your third eye, keep your eyes closed, gazing internally, thinking positive thoughts, breathing into your two palms. Exhaling fully, so whatever your brain and insight conveys can convey toward your throat. And then here, rubbing the two palms. Make sure you're feeling the heat. And then here, you can even pull away the palms just by a micro inch and just squish it back to feel that heat, and then keep rubbing away. So you feel the burn, and then you can close your eyes. So that is your future. Whatever insight you can see into that darkness. It could be your present or your past, whatever leads you to an inspiration, inspired thought. And then here, release the palms, seal the knees back together, and then place the feet underneath the sit bones. Grabbing grabbing a block nearby, you can place it on either side of your hips. We're gonna keep the chin to the chest. We're gonna inhale up, pressing your palms into the mat, lifting up your hips. You can even walk the feet and lift the toes and press further into your feet, into your soles. Keep lifting up, and then here you can interlace the fingers. You know, walk your shoulders under. Keep lifting the hips higher. You imagine squeezing a block between your thighs, keeping the chin to the chest. Here, grabbing the block. You're gonna place it on your lower sacrum. So either on the highest, medium, or lowest setting. So I'm at the highest setting. And place it in the medium setting underneath your sacrum, or the lowest. Whatever you feel most comfortable, but keeping the chin to the chest to protect that cervical along your neck. Here, just relaxing here. You can relax the palms out to the sides. Here, you can extend your legs out to the bottom corners of your mat. And then slowly, slowly breathe into your front body. Exhaling fully. Slow your breath down. And then here, balancing here, placing your right foot on the mat. Inhale that left knee, left foot up, balance, and rock and roll your left ankle. Wiggle those toes. They're actually engaging your right thigh. And then exhale, drop that left leg down. Inhale that right knee, your right foot up. Again, rock and roll. Wiggle those toes. Now balancing on your sacrum. Inhale that left knee, left leg up. And hold still, keeping the chin to the chest. Relax here. This is your modified legs up the wall. So it's an inversion practice. Anytime your heart is above your head, or your feet are way above your head, this puts all the old blood that's been down by your feet. It's kind of being pushed up into your heart and lungs, And then exchange through your head and brain. So you're getting fresh oxygen exchange right down below. So it's good to have an inversion practice almost on a daily basis if you can. And then here, releasing the legs, dropping the heels, spreading those toes. Inhale, lift the hips up, remove the block. And then exhale, one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow until your tailbone touches the mat. Now keeping the feet flexed, you can windshield wiper your knees left gently. You can extend those arms out. Just breathe into any tight hips. Just let your psoas stretch. Inhaling the knees back toward the center. Exhale, dropping the knees over to the right. Again, letting that left psoas stretch, iliopsoas. Keeping the feet flexed. Inhaling back toward the center. Now, taking your right ankle over the left thigh. Keeping your feet flexed, you can press your right hand on that right knee. Again, breathing here. And open up that right hip here. You can inhale the arms through and grab the back of your left hamstring. If not, the left shin. Or you can grab over your right hand, over your right shin, and grab that left shin again. And then release the fingers, keeping the feet flexed. You can rock left and right. And pull the knees in closer toward your heart. And rocking left and right like a boiled egg. It's nice to get the side body massage. And feeling the stretch behind your right glute. Might be very tight today, so keep pulling. Breathing. Nice, long, texture breaths. And when you're ready, dropping that bottom heel. Now, keeping that right ankle over. Now we're going to exhale, drop your knees over to the left again. That psoas stretch. You might have a little bit more weight pulling on your left psoas. So it's a deeper stretch here. Arms out to the side, so you can cactus arms. Move your bottom heel or top heel around until you feel that stretch. Feel more intense. You can breathe nice and smooth. Slow textured breaths, the ujjayi breath. And slowly, slowly inhale back toward the center. Now cross your legs, cinch it up. Scoot your hips over, gently over to the right. And then exhale, dropping the knees over to the left here. If you need a block to support your knees, you're welcome to. You can take your right arm out, relax the shoulder. This is a gentle spinal twist and help stretch out that right IT band. Close those eyes, let gravity invite your knees over down. Helping you twist at the belly. All these twists are great for the spine, lateral side. If you play golf a lot, you're always using one side of your body. This is stretching out the other side, equal and opposite. And then slowly, slowly inhaling back up, unwind those legs and straighten out the spine. Now take your left ankle over onto the right thigh. Flex the foot, pressing your left hand on the left knee. So you're opening up that left hip. Breathing here slowly, and then when you're ready, inhale the arms through, grab the back of your right hamstring or your right ankle, keeping the feet flexing or rock left and right. You can even grasp your hands over. If you want to get a little deeper, keep stretching out the left glute. Now again, if you want to challenge yourself, you can even fork lift. Try this. Trying to have the battle, so you're fork lifting your top leg, extending the bottom leg, and a baby your leg. And even make your nose touch the big toe. And unwind, rewind, coming back, dropping down the bottom heel, the right foot. We're gonna keep that left foot ankle flex. We're gonna exhale, drop those legs, swing those knees over to the left. So rotate the legs over to the left, extend your arms out, or you can cactus arms, close the eyes. You can move the bottom heel, top heel around till you feel that gentle stretch, tug. And that extra little weight adds a little bit of oomph. Slow it down. If you sit around a lot, this would definitely feel good. Take a long, deep breath in. And slowly, slowly inhale back toward the center. Cross those legs. You can cinch them. You can even eagle leg them. You can scoot your hips over to the left and exhale, drop your knees over to the right. Again, if you need blocks to support your knees, you're welcome to. And then try to ground your left shoulder if possible. If not, just relax. Slow your breath. And it's getting that full IT band stretch and letting your belly twist. Since it's been a warm, actually 75 degrees and slow. Yeah, I think it's about similar. 72. It's actually not bad. So nice, long, deep breaths here. Inhaling back toward the center and then unwind, straighten up the spine. Now pull your knees in toward your heart in Vipassana. Rocking left and right. Now dropping your left foot down. Just extend it as if you were sitting. Not sitting, if you were standing on your left leg. Pulling that right knee in toward your heart line. And then rock and roll, wiggle the right foot. Again, feeling for any tightness. Close those eyes. You can place your left hand on the belly. Feel for that belly breath. Exhale, pull that right knee out to the right side as a half squat. You can keep your feet flush and wiggle those toes. So feeling for that belly breath with your left hand. And inhaling back toward the center, reaching for a belt. And place it on the sole of your right foot. And grab that belt, or if you don't have a belt nearby, you can use your pieced fingers and grab your big toe. Left hand on that left hip, you can kick your foot up to the sky, flex the feet, have a micro bend in that top leg. Breathing here. We're gonna exhale, drop the leg open like a door, swinging out to the side. You can have a block underneath your right ankle. Rounding that left hand on that left hip. Imagine standing on that left leg. And rotate your right pinky toe downward. You're gonna feel that nice stretch. You're gonna extend your left arm out to the side. Just relax. Close those eyes. Breathe across your chest. Breathe across your heart space. Your lungs expand. Creating akasha space. Taking that time. Breathe slow. Victorious sound of the ocean. Like saw and hum. And inhaling up that leg back up to the sky. You can blink your eyes open. We're gonna do a little core crunch here just to strengthen our spine. You have to have a strong core to have a strong back. So left hand on that left hip. We're gonna inhale the nose, chin to the top knee, and your exhale, drop that bottom hand down to that bottom knee. So you're reaching. Keep reaching, keep breathing. You can even lift the bottom heel up. And then here you can poke your nose by bending that top knee toward your nose, and then exhale slowly back down. Using your core. You're swapping hands on that belt or foot. You can bend that bottom knee, scoot your hips slightly over to the right, extend that right arm out, straighten out that bottom leg. We're gonna exhale gently, twisting, dropping that top leg over to the left. And if you need a block, you can use that or bolster. Again, twisting at the belly. So imagine standing on that left leg. Because over time, you might get stronger and stronger as you do this while standing. Balancing on your one left ankle. Twisting, using the core. Take that slow, deep breath. It's actually stretching out your spine, stretching out your back. And slowly, slowly inhaling back up, release that leg. Again, straighten up the spine, close those eyes, palms facing up, relax. Observe the quality of one leg versus the other, subtle body energy of your poses. Now pull your heels in together. Rub your feet. Observe the difference of the length. Does one feel longer? One feel shorter? Even look. Observe the differences here. We're gonna inhale that left knee in toward your heart line. Rock and roll, wiggle those toes. Right hand on that belly or onto that right hip. So feeling for that belly breath. Imagine standing on that right leg. This is half wind relieving pose. Ardha Upasana. Ardha means half. Apa is the energy from your crown all the way down to your feet. So we got prana, which is opposite, from your feet all the way up to the crown. We got three more. We got Vyanu and Udana, and can't remember the other one. Think about it. Exhale, pull that left knee out to the left side. Again, you can rock and roll, wiggle your toes. You can rock, you can keep your feet flexed. A right hand on that right hip. Again, ground that pelvis. Slowly breathe. Observe any tension, any tightness in your hips. And slowly inhaling back toward the center. Reach for that belt. You can place it on the sole of your left foot. Pressing your heel up to the sky, or you can grab, again, your big toe. It's called the big toe hold. And supine. So Supta means supine. Padang Gustasana. Padang is the big toe. Gustasana is the hold. It might be vice versa, but right hand on that right hip. And then straighten out the knee. Try to pull the toes a little closer toward your forehead. Breathing here, feeling for the tightness behind your left glute. We're going to exhale, drop that leg, swing it open like a door on the left. Rotate that left pinky toe down. Again, if you need a blocker bolster, you're welcome to use it. You can extend your right arm out to the side. Close your eyes. Imagine standing on that right foot. So standing nice and tall. Engaging your, flexing your right foot. So you're imagining you have a very strong ankle. Holding your weight. Shifting your hips over. Shifting your pelvis so that way you're balancing. Slow your breath down. Take that time to breathe. Nice, slow, quality breaths. And slowly, slowly inhale that leg back up to the sky. We're going to do a little core crunch. Right hand on that right hip. And have a micro bend on that top knee. We're going to inhale that chin, nose, forehead to that top knee. Exhale, pull that bottom hand down to the bottom knee. You can lift that bottom heel if you want. You can bend that left elbow and then slowly keep breathing. You can poke your nose by bending that top knee to your nose. And then exhale, slowly back down. Good job. Now imagine doing that while you're standing on your right leg. All right, swapping hands. You can bend that bottom knee, scoot your hips slightly over to the left, extend your left arm out, and then we're gonna exhale, swing that leg over to the left. Again, try to ground that left shoulder and imagine standing on that right leg. These IT bands stretching right here, your tensor latae fascia. Also, you're getting more torso length. You're getting, place that left palm up. Giving some space. Creating akasha, creating space in your shoulders. Slow the breath down. Keep imagining you're standing on that right leg. Balancing here. Taking that time to breathe. Slow, textured breaths. Get all the way down to your feet. Slowly, slowly inhale that leg back up to the sky. Release that bind and relax the palms up. Close the eyes. Observing your body, left versus right. Before and after. And then pull your heels in. Now rub your feet together. Are they equally long? You can even look at your feet. Are they equally long? Now you can physically know the difference. If it's just a micro inch, it could be a whole inch. And then blink your eyes open. We're going to inhale, grab the knees, and we're going to rock up and down, massaging the spine, keeping the chin to the chest. Keep rocking, massaging the back body, and then rolling up into a seated position. You can cross your ankles, you can sit on a block, you can roll a bolster or no bolster, a blanket, or you can roll your mat doubled up to help tilt your pelvis forward anteriorly. Inhale, arms up, reach for the stars, look toward the thumbs, relax the throat, inhale, tall, exhale, dropping your right hand to the right side, left hand over the ears. You can breathe in, reach every breath in. Exhale, go a little deeper, get the full stretch of your side body. Inhaling back up, reaching for the stars, look up, relax the throat, exhale, forward fold. Hands out in front, inhale through the crown. Exhale, walk those fingers out, hinge at the hips. Again, close the eyes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keep walking the hands out. So breathe into the back, slow the breath down. So follow your breath. You're internally gazing and following your breath. Getting the full back stretch in here. Inhaling, walking the hands all the way to your far left. Breathe into your right lung. Exhaling, walking back toward the center. Inhaling, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far right. Grab that right hand with the left. Breathe into your left lung. Inhaling back toward the center. Inhaling, pressing back up. Uncross, cross the opposite way. So equal opposite on those bones. Pull the flesh out from the back side. Again, if you need to tilt the pelvis, you can totally do that. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching. Look toward the thumbs, reach and lengthen. Exhale, drop your left hand down to the ground. Exhale, taking that top hand, inhaling, reach. And then turn the heart up. Inhale to reach some more. Exhale, go a little deeper. Pull up, full stretch your right lateral side. Slowly, slowly inhaling up, nice and long. Inhale, look toward the thumbs, relax the throat. Breathe in and reach. Exhale, hands out in the front. Inhale through the crown. Exhale, walk those fingers out. So again, close those eyes. Gaze internally. Inhale through the crown and keep walking those fingers out. So just follow your breath. Come out of the pose slightly and exhale, keep walking. Bowing down, hinging at the hips. Inhale, keep reaching. Exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far left again, grabbing that left hand with the right. Breathe into your right lung. Exhale, walk the hands all the way toward the center. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far right. Grab that right hand with the left. Breathe into your left lung. Inhaling back toward the center. Inhaling, pressing back up. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reach. Exhale, grabbing that right knee with the left hand, back hand behind. Inhale, tall. Exhale, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, tall. Exhale, looking forward, counter twist with the neck. And then releasing. Inhale, arms up, reach for the stars. Exhale, grabbing that left knee with the right hand, back hand behind. Inhale, tall. Exhale, look over your left shoulder gently. You're twisting across the belly in your thoracic or one or the other. Inhale, tall. Exhale, looking forward. And then release. Now take the feet out wide, right in front. Hands back behind here. You can drop your knees over to your right. And take your hands together and swing it behind. I'm going to twist, gently looking over your right shoulder. This is Bharaga's pose. A gentle twist. Opens up the hips. So as. Inhaling back toward the center. Plopping your knees over to the left. Taking the hands back. Twisting. Look over your left shoulder. And then inhaling back. Now take those legs out in front. Pull the flesh out from the back. And press into the palms into Dandasana. Flex the feet. We're gonna lengthen through the crown. This is just regular Dandasana. You're pressing firmly into the mat. All right, now release. We're gonna do a few mariachi pose. So you're gonna take your right foot, you're gonna place it flat onto the mat. You're gonna pull it in. Try to sit up nice and tall. These are half twists here. And inhale that left arm up to the sky. And exhale, wrap it around that right knee. Exhale, right hand behind. Inhale, tall. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. And then you can even go beyond, taking that left elbow past that knee. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist a little bit more. So just be gentle. And then releasing back down. Now that was mariachi 1. Mariachi 2 is inhale, arms. Keeping that right foot flat. Exhale, grabbing your ankle, leaning forward. Grab your big toe, little toe. If you need a belt nearby, grab the belt to help you. Bow down. Now the whole thing is you can do a whole bind. So if you want, you can take your right little arm and reach back behind to scratch your butt. And then your left hand to do a full bind to reach back and try to clasp the hands. You can also use a belt to finish that bind. So kind of bowing down, getting a full back stretch. Mariachi B, Mariachi 2. And then here, releasing. And I can't think of Mariachi C. I'm lost. But you can take that right leg over that extended left leg, and we'll do half with a Lord of the Fish pose, or you can do a full one where you're bending that bottom knee. Kind of sitting nice and tall on your sit bones. You move around. Almost like stacking your knees, but you don't need to. So inhale, left arm up again. And then exhale, dropping in front of that right knee, back hand behind. Inhale, tall. Again, looking over your right shoulder. Be very gentle with these twists. The twist helps with digestion. Inhale, tall. Exhale, look forward. Our counter twist with the neck. And then releasing. Again, you can also not cross the bottom if it's too much. You can extend that and just kind of do the same thing. We're going to unwind and pull the flesh out from the back. We're going to do a little segue. Inhale, arms up, reach. Pull the elbows past the ears, flatten the palms as if you're pressing a tray of water. Flex your feet. So that's your downward dog. Exhale, forward fold, dropping down, bend those knees, grab your ankles. You can use a belt, you can grab your feet too. Bow down, western side stretch. Every inhalation, lengthen through the crown. Every exhalation, go a little deeper. Follow your breath. Slowly, slowly, inhaling back up. Now the opposite side. Now you're taking the left foot in, right on the ground, pull it toward the groin, inhale tall, nice and tall. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. We're gonna exhale, wrap it around that left knee, back hand behind. So you're getting nice and tall. Inhale, twisting, looking over your left shoulder. You can even take that right elbow past that left knee. Everyone's a little different. You know, one of my best friends can twist all the way and not feel like she's falling back. I got long arms, so everyone's different. Now we're gonna swap it up. We're gonna release. We're gonna take your arms up, reaching tall. Exhale, forward fold, grabbing your ankle, your big toe, little toe, or you can use a belt. So forward folding. This is Mariachi B. You can take your left hand and try to bind it behind. So you're reaching in front of that left knee and try to scratch your butt. Take that right hand, try to wrap and bind. Try to clasp those fingers. If not, you can use a belt. It's a nice stretch for the back. Slow your breath down. Slowly, slowly releasing. Now we're gonna go into half Lord of the Fish pose, or you can go with the full Lord of the Fish. You're bending both the knees. You don't need to stack your knees, but we're gonna inhale that left arm up. Exhale, go across in front of that knee, left hand behind, inhale tall. Exhale, gently twist, look behind your left shoulder. Inhale tall, look forward. And then releasing everything. Whew. So all these twists, they're actually good for the GI tract. Now, cross your ankles. We're gonna come onto your hands and knees. Spread those fingers. Knees underneath the hips. So engage the core, pull your shoulders away from the ears, have that flat back. Focus on a point that's not moving in front of you. So again, tucking the tailbone. Imagine, close your eyes, imagine having dinner on your back. You know, by your family, of course, and your friends, at the neighbor's inn. Imagine you're placing all the plates on your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10. Because everyone's vaccinated, everyone's safe. So we're gonna add your dinner. So say you're a vegan, you're gonna eat a vegan pot roast. Or lots and lots of salad, and then you're gonna get something really heavy like dessert. Pistachio banana nut cake or something. And if you're not vegan, think of your big pot roast. So you're getting a little heavier on your back. Now adding your water, your drinks, your whatever, wine, your poisons, whatever you like, your sodas, and then kind of engage the core. So you're using your spinal muscles. Now blink your eyes open and inhale that right hand up in front of you. And then keep stretching out, extending your fingertips. Now inhale that left leg back. Again, you can lift them higher. You can breathe, keep extending. And then exhale, bend that right elbow to your left knee, caving in the spine, balancing here. Make the elbow and knee touch. And inhaling, back out, extending. And then taking that right hand, grabbing your back foot. Now kick out that leg, get that full stretch. Balance here. Stretching out those legs and then releasing everything. Dropping down into Balasana. It's a child's pose. You can have a wide knee child pose if you want. You can put your knees together, just resting here. Breathe into your back. Slow the breath down. And slowly, slowly inhaling back up onto your palms and then your knees. So we put a lot of pressure on our palms. So spread those fingers. Reduce that carpal tunnels. Engage the core, pull your shoulders away from your ears. Tucking the tailbone, focus on the point in front of you. Inhale that left arm up. And keep reaching and extending. You're balancing on your 3 limbs. Now inhale that right leg back. So keep focusing on a point that's not moving. Inhale, lift them higher. And then exhale, bending that left elbow and that right knee. Balance here. Slowly inhaling back out, reaching. Lift them higher. And then grab that back foot with that right hand. Or left hand. Kicking out that right leg. Again, that's stretching your thighs. And then releasing everything, pressing back. Again, into child's pose. Slow your breath down. Taking that time to breathe slow. Slow and steady breath. Inhaling, reaching the palms out, pressing your sit bones down, pressing into your palms. We're gonna exhale, walk the hands all the way to your far left, grab your left hand with the right, breathe into your right lung, lay your belly on the left lap. Again, inhaling back toward the center, reaching. Exhale, walk the hands all the way to your right, grabbing that right hand, lay the belly on that right lap. Slow your breath down. Inhaling, placing the palms out in front. You're gonna walk the hands to the top of the mat, drop your elbows, and then walking the knees under the hips. You're gonna pull back and drop onto your forehead. If you wanna go deeper, drop onto your chin. Allow the heart to melt. Allow your shoulders to relax. Pull the sit bone back in space. Breathing in. You can take your hands together in Namaste and pull it behind the spine, a little extra armpit stretch. Pulling back, the sit bone, allow your chin to drop. And then here, releasing. Inhaling back up. Left hand in the center. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Breathing in. Exhale, weave it underneath your left armpit, resting on your right shoulder, right temple. Here, this is called thread the needle. You can take your top hand and wrap it behind your back. So do a little half bind, twisting your heart up, and extend your left leg out and balance in almost like a gate pose, Paradasana. You're balancing and twisting. And then slowly rewind everything, bringing your leg, left hand back, inhale, right arm up to the sky, breathing here. Exhale, dropping it to the center. Inhale, left arm up, all the way to the sky. Exhale, weave it underneath your armpit. Your right armpit and the left shoulder, left temple resting. You take that top hand, again, bind it behind the back. Turn the heart up. If you want to balance, extend that right leg out to the side. Helps turn the heart up more. A full torso stretch. Breathing slow. Rewinding everything. Pull it back in. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, and then exhale, dropping down onto all fours. Spreading those fingers. We're gonna actually sit back on our heels, come into Virasana, Hero's pose. So you're sitting, your toes aren't tucked, you're sitting on your back of the heels, you're stretching out your calves. You can even go Supta Virasana, where your hands can go back a little. Drop your head back. This is deep enough. You can go deeper. You can actually get a bolster to help you. You want a bolster, you can lie on your back and then kind of drop onto your elbows. Get the full front body stretch. It might be intense on the knees. You can always rewind if you want, but your knees should be really like soft. It shouldn't hurt. Just relax. Taking the full stretch of your quads. So these bolsters help. And then slowly, slowly walking back up, sitting back up onto your heels. And then you're taking your right arm in front. Left arm over, binding it if you can, twisting it into eagle arms, clasping the hands, otherwise you can dangle. You got tight shoulder, you can pull your left shoulder over toward your right. So you're stretching out your left shoulder. You're twisting it. We're gonna inhale, lift up those elbows. Even if you're dangling, you lift up those elbows, get into your shoulders, breathe into your space between the back, those two blades. Exhale, drop your elbows, drop your forehead toward the thumbs, resting on the thumbs. You can gently rock your ears left and right just to get into the neck. And then releasing, unwinding, and then coming off those heels. Tuck your toes. This is actually called suffering pose because it opens up those arches. And if you're in shoes all day, your arches might be flat. They're not lifted or stretched out enough, so we're gonna stretch them. And then your left arm in front. Your right arm over. You can dangle or you can bind and twist, eagle arms. Clasp the hands. We're gonna inhale, lift those elbows up. Close those eyes. Breathe into your shoulders. Exhale, drop your elbows. Here you can rest your forehead on the thumbs. Again, rock your ears left and right. And then unwind. Come off those toes. Give it a gentle tap, massage. And then sitting back on your heels, you get into your wrists and twist and bind. Your wrists could be buttons, full stretches here. You can even take your right palm, press it away. Take your left palm, press it oppositely, and just get that full stretch in the front. And then opposite way, stretch it out. And then inwardly, The back of the palms, curl those fingers, press firmly. Your elbows are kind of flattened up here. Press them down. Open up those reniculum, this little tight part. And then coming back onto your hands and knees, spread those fingers, spread those palms. You're gonna tuck your toes. And then inhale, lift the hips up high. Here you can shake your head, nod. You can take the full length of the mat. You can pedal away your heels. Shaking this is your inversion practice. Again, you can point the sit bones up, bend those knees, shake the head, nod. Exhale, drop the heels. You can sway left and right, get the side stretch. Now look between the thumbs. You're gonna bend those knees. You can hop up, skip up, or walk up. Grab your elbows, bend those knees, lay your belly out, let your head dangle. And then slowly, slowly release. Inhale, halfway up. So hands, hands on the shins or the knees. So engage your back. So pull your shoulders away from your ears, having a flat back. So you're getting your hamstring stretch. You're using your spinal muscles again. They're infraspinalis, supraspinalis. Exhale, forward fold, dangling here. All right, now slowly bend those knees, inhaling, sprouting on up. Good job. Hands together. There you go. Rolling your shoulders. Close those eyes, lift those toes, plant them firmly into the mat. You're gonna lean forward, and then lean back. And then come toward your center point. Lean toward your right. It's always nice to feel back toward your center. And then lean toward your left. Back toward your center. This is your true north. This is your true self. Lifting all those toes, plant them firmly in the ground. So feeling Mother Earth's energy, actually, you're feeling Mother Earth moving below your feet. You're steady and firm, tucking the tailbone, engaging the core. All right, blink your eyes open. We're gonna lean over to your right foot, balancing here. You're gonna inhale that left knee up. Rock and roll, wiggle those toes. And exhale, pull that left knee out to the side. So balancing here, inhaling back toward the center. I'm gonna actually face you guys. So again, hands to the heart. We're gonna lean over to your left foot. Inhale that right knee up in space. Grab your knee. Rock and roll, wiggle those toes. You can even place your left hand on that left hip, balancing here. We're gonna exhale, pull that right knee out. Balancing, you might shift your hips. Inhaling back, releasing. Now we're gonna go for the full pose and grab your belts. Get out the blocks. All right. So you can have your right hand on that right hip. You can bend that left knee, inhale that left knee into your left hand now, wrapping that loop. Or you can try to grab your big toe, standing nice and tall. And then gently kick out that leg. All right, balancing here. If you fall out, you can fall back in. I'm gonna exhale, slowly swing that left leg out. If you need to have that big bend, you can't have that big bend in the knee. But it's all in your ankles. You're strengthening those ankles. Over time, if you fall out, you can fall back in. And then slowly inhaling back. And then release that leg. Good job. The next time we're gonna do actually the twist. So this is a build up. You're gonna build up to that practice. So shifting hands, left hand on that left hip, right hand with a loop, shifting the weight into your left foot. Inhaling, grabbing that right knee into your right hand, balancing here. If you fall out, you can fall back in. Now take that loop, wrap it around your foot. You can grab the big toe if you want. You're bending that right knee, balancing here. Now we're gonna kick out that leg. So you can either have that big bend or kick it out, balancing here, focus on a point. We're gonna exhale, swing it out to the side. Again, shifting your hips, but you're getting nice and strong and tall. You're gonna inhaling back forward. And then release that belt. Woo! Drop that belt, you can shake it up. Good job. Now take your feet out wide. Grab a block in front if you want. Feet out wide, hands on the hips. Or actually, if your hands are extended, you know how wide your feet should be. So if you actually clock point your fingers downward, right at the wrist, that's as wide as your ankle should be. Hands on the hips. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, forward fold. Dropping the hands between the feet. Inhale, halfway up. Engaging the core. Exhale, pulling your head toward the ground, forehead toward the ground, getting the full stretch of your hamstrings. And shake your head, nod if you like. And you can grab your ankles and pull your head a little closer toward the ground. If your head is already on the ground, you can shorten up the stance. Hands on the hips, bend those knees. Inhale, roll back up. Now interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeezing the palms. We're going to inhale, chin up. Exhale, forward fold gently. And balancing here, pull the wrist forward. Shake your head, nod. You hear any clicking, you're being your own chiropractor. This is your daily inversion practice. And then release the palms. Place them back on the ground now, taking the palms out in front. Doing a short dog pose, so pull back your sit bones. Allow your heart to drop, so you're stretching out the torso of your back. Pulling back your sit bones. Short dog pose. Now placing the left hand in the center, you can use a block if you want to place it to give your head a little leverage. Inhale, right arm up, stacking the shoulders. Twisting across the belly. Exhale, drop your right hand down. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, stack the shoulders. Breathing here. Exhale, left hand down. Ooh, windmilling, that's what they're called. Windmills. Now, we're gonna walk your hands all the way to your far right, bending down. You're bending your right knee. So you're kind of squatting over to your right knee, right elbow into your right knee. You can lift the left toes up. Breathe into your tight abductors. Slow your breath down. So get low. Nice and low. You can use these blocks if you need to. And balance out. But that left elbow and left knee is almost like a squat, the squatting pose, the garland pose. Halasana. Halasana? No. Garland pose is malasana with an M. All right, now walk it across nice and low like Spider-Man, Spider-Woman. Walk it slow. Tipping the right toes up, left elbow into left knee. You can lift even the bottom left heel if you need to. Again, you can use blocks as well. You're getting into those abductors, those abductors. This is called Skandasana. Sounds like Scandinavia, but it means surfer pose in Sanskrit. Skandasana. Breathing slow. Inhaling back toward the center. And then bend those knees, hands on the hips, inhaling back up. Now, we're gonna point the toes out toward the corners of the mat. We're gonna squat down. Hands on the thighs or knees. Inhale through the crown, exhale, dropping your left shoulder, twisting, looking over your right shoulder. Inhaling back toward the center. This is that goddess pose, hot horseman pose. Exhale, twisting. Dropping your right shoulder, look over your left. Nice torso twist, inhaling back. Now inhale, arms up and straighten out those knees. Exhale, hands to the heart, squatting again. So strengthen those thighs. Inhaling back up. And slow those hands out to the sides. Good job. We're gonna actually hop up into the center. And then make sure your feet are as wide as your hips, if not wider. We're gonna squat down, hands to the heart. We're gonna exhale, dropping your tailbone. You can drop onto a block if you need to, or you can move dynamically left and right. So elbows inside, open up those knees, open up those hips. You can rock left and right to stretch out your ankles. This is how you strengthen your ankles, and this is how you strengthen your hips. Because you are breathing and stretching. Your body might not be used to it, but in time it will be. You're kind of getting the the slough off. In yin yoga, they call it, there's a certain term, just imagine like slime. Oh, they call it the fuzz. So get the fuzz off your muscles. Yeah, you're like a rolling stone with moss growing on. So you just kind of get that stone rolling. Here, you can even take your hands out in front. You can inhale that right arm up, breathing in. And then exhale, dropping that down. Inhale, left arm up, breathing in. Exhale, drop it down. If you want to go into flight and play, you can spread your fingers. You can take your block in front. In case you land on your crown, you have a shorter distance to go. So your hands are out in front, spread those fingers, lean forward, lift one toe up, lift the opposite toe, lift both toes, engage the core. You rock and roll, wiggle those toes and rock and roll the ankles. And when you're done playing, you're moving all blocks, coming back onto your tailbone, sitting on your mat. Extending those legs out in front. Give yourself a little self-massage, make some fists. And massage your right foot. Wake up the toes, wake up. And then massage the bottom, top of your feet, the ankles, the calves, the thighs, your quads, on the edges, and around the belly, and then to your left leg, left thighs, left quads, inside the rectus femoris, right on top, your calves, gracilis, and then all the way down to your feet, toes, and back around. So you're kind of waking up all the marma points, any point that you might have missed, and then around the chest. So underneath the armpits, you got the lymph nodes, around the top, underneath the bra line for some people, underneath the pectoris. Again, your shoulders and your left arm, left tricep, bicep. Wake that up, their deltoids even. Your forearms, your palm, your top of the palm, opposite. All the way down your forearms, your top and bottom of your arm, your tricep, bicep, and then the back of your palms, massaging that lower back. Lower back, your glutes, and then your lower kidneys. All right, now your fingertips, massaging your thyroids, and then around the top of your crown. Close those eyes. And then massaging around your ears and your temple, and tapping away, and then close those eyes gently, and then kind of flutter, tap your forehead. And then closing those eyes, flutter, tap your eyelids gently. And then the cheeks. And then again, grabbing the two palms. And burning up whatever germs you picked up. Close those eyes. Imagine this to be coronavirus. And just keep on burning away. You want to get rid of it. And then close your eyes and palm your eyelids. Find that inner peace in your palms. And release the palms. Grab the back of your hamstrings. Walking your sit bones up. Get ready for a long shavasana because you deserve it. It's a long day. We're going to engage the core. We're going to exhale one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow and gently all the way down. Again, you can grab your mat to the nearest real estate along the wall. You can throw your legs up on the wall too. But here, grab your blankets if you need, or bolster underneath the knees. You can use blocks for pillows if you like. Palms rolled up. Close your eyes. Relax your forehead. Relax the wrinkles in your ears. Move your jaw around and then relax the jaw. Relax, let the eyeballs sink into the eye sockets. Slowly breathe into your lungs as if they were part of the floor. And then relax your tongue. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders. Relax in your heart and your heartstrings. Drop your heart. Release. As your heart dropping. Release your belly button. As your nerves unplug and just unplugging it. Breathe all the way down with your diaphragm. A full breath. Releasing all your visceral organs, head, the pelvic floor relax. Relax the back of your glutes. Relax your quads, hamstrings. Let the back of your knees get heavier. Let your calves get heavier. Let your heels get heavier. Breathing slowly. Breathe all the way down with the soles of your feet. Slow your breath down. This level of practice, total attention is almost within our grasp. Total penetration is becoming a real possibility. There's something of a pairing of the ways concerning what is called free will. Free will for most people implies being able, for good or ill, to do what we want and not do what we don't. Our yoga practice up until now will have enhanced these potentials. Bring health, vigor, brightness, and self-control have enabled us to take on more and different activities than before. Change the quality of our relationships. And of course, put the ice cream back in the freezer. All this comes into most people's ideals of self-actualization. It's a pleasant and essential aspect of living one's life. Now, another side to free will is beginning to declare itself. You might call that the will to be free. In spite of its attractive sound, it is, to the average person, a daunting prospect. Applying as it does, penetration into the heart of the unknown, detachment, and the potential pain of ultimate self-knowledge. This requires real guts. And so we should take a moment to look at the source of our will. In 1944, I struggled terribly with my practice. It was dry, lifeless, and artificial. I was acting from the will of my head, my ego, not from my heart or my intelligence. At the Simple fact is that the will of the ego is finite because our ego is finite. It is a personal attribute limited to us. It's from the sum of all our past experiences and acquisitions. Coming from the head, it will always feel forced. Coming from a finite origin, it will always eventually run out. The will that springs from the intelligence of the heart, by contrast, linked to an infinite resource, cosmic intelligence, Mahat, and cosmic consciousness, is a well that will never dry. Yoga calls the will, or incitement to action, that derives from universal consciousness, prana. People who are addicted to drugs or alcohol are encouraged not to do what is called, quote, white-knuckle self-control, as it is egoic. Source will eventually be exhausted and a crash will follow. On the contrary, they are told to, quote, hand over to a higher power, which means that their will is replenished every day through contact with a cosmic source of intelligent action. Prana, which I touched in chapter 2, is an intelligent will of nature's consciousness expressing itself through us. It expresses itself through the heart, not the head. It's by taping the source of infinite will and intelligence that we discover in ourselves the guts to penetrate the inner recesses of our being. Intelligence we are now developing depends upon emotional and moral maturity, the ability to value truth and respect ethical conduct, the capacity to feel love in its more universal sense as compassion. I refer to Socrates in the introduction and relationship to the philosophical injunction to, quote, know thyself. But what is now revealed as a value of knowing thyself? You must have some point. Socrates said quite simply, self-knowledge allows us to live deliberately out of a state of freedom. The analogy I offer to explain the significance of the word deliberately is most of us travel through life in the same way an 18-month-old baby walks. The reason he keeps putting one foot in front of the other is that if he doesn't, he will fall over. His walk is a sustained totter, punctuated by falls. To live deliberately is to walk like an adult, to have balance, direction, purpose, to walk in growing freedom, assurance toward the ultimate freedom. Sanskrit etymology throws light on the point we have now reached. I have just said that we are learning to walk as adults. Well, in Sanskrit, manava means man. By association with manas, it also means one who has a mind. And another meaning of mana is to live with honor and dignity. The implication is clear. We are human beings, gifted with intelligence that lends purpose and direction to our steps. Striving to live ethically, that is with honor and dignity. The question that hangs over mankind is, can we really achieve freedom? We often hold the contradictory notion in our heads that Gandhi or Jesus or Aurobindo reached freedom, but that we cannot. In our daily practice, our failures and disappointments only seem to confirm our prejudice against ourselves. Read the life of Gandhi or Aurobindo. Their lives are full of setbacks, wrong paths embarked upon, even early immorality. I have already made clear that the basis of my life in yoga was sickness, ostracism, ridicule, and my general uselessness for any other path in life. To resolve this paradox, we have to cast our minds back to the relationship between nature, prakriti, and soul, purusha. Here we have to discriminate between determinism and inevitability. We are biologically determined by nature for our own evolutionary benefit. At the biological level, the determinism is so strong that it creates an inevitability, i.e., We all have 2 arms, two legs, and 1 head, etc. At the level of consciousness, deterministic forces produce a strong predisposition in us. For example, to repeat pleasure, avoid pain, flee what we fear, and allow ego and pride to swell. But this is not inevitable. It is merely an unlevel playing field. Yoga is thoroughly tested technique whereby the will, working through an intelligence that can choose and self-aware consciousness, can free us from inevitability. By these means, we can walk deliberately toward an individual emancipation, and by the grace of heaven, a universal freedom. It is said that Adam and Eve live in a state of primal or original oneness. Yoga says that the highest experience of freedom is oneness, the supreme reality of unity. Predicament of human beings is that we feel ourselves to be stuck in a no man's land between the beginning and the end of an immense journey. Adam and Eve took the first step toward individuation when they first ate the forbidden fruit and lost their primal unity. We are still carrying on the arduous journey. We cannot go back. Where we are is uncomfortable, so we must go on. On the way, we will taste both the sweet and bitter fruits of individuation, and they will be included and integrated in our experience of the journey toward full consciousness. But nothing says we cannot reach the goal of oneness, paradise regain, a final, not a primal unity. To make such a journey, we need power. In fact, we need 3 powers: Sakti, power and wisdom. Observing all the noise within the room, and let it float away like hollow pink clouds. Observing all the noise outside the room. Observe and let them float away like blue puffy clouds, like a sunset. The time to observe. Observing every thought within your mind, let it float away. Purple magenta clouds. Wiggle your fingers. Keep your eyes closed and wiggle your toes. When you're ready, inhale the arms up to the sky and exhale over the head and stretch and yawn. Shake your head and nod. And then exhale, pulling your knees in toward your chest. You can rock left and right like a boiled egg. Take your time. And exhaling to your favorite side, you can pillow your face. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths there. And then when you're ready, you can press up into a seated position. Well, enjoy, gosh, time flies. Enjoy the weekend again. Inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching hands together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Namaste. Have a good one. Aloha.